Hello everyone. Since it's Valentine's Day, I thought I would talk about what should a writer look for in a romantic partner. Now, I usually feel awkward talking about things like this, but since it's Valentine's Day, I think it's perfectly appropriate to discuss it. Now, I actually feel sorry for writers, for example, who have been married for years, but then they decide they want to write, but then their spouses are unsupportive of their writing. I think that's very tragic because I do think that someone's romantic partner or their spouse should be supportive of their writing. Now, obviously, I don't think someone should divorce their spouse simply because they're unsupportive. Now, obviously, if they're very abusive, that's another thing. But that's why I think it's important for single writers, that it's imperative for single writers or writers who haven't, made vows of any kind, um, to look for their spouses to be supportive or their partners to be supportive. I honestly think that your romantic partner should be one of your biggest fans because we all have people in our life and people, in the public in general who will discourage us, who will put down our writing. So I think we need at least one person in our life, all writers, who will actually support us and encourage us. And obviously, the best person to do that, the person who is in the best position to do that, is our spouse or romantic partner. And that's why I think that if you are dating someone as a writer, you obviously want to look for signs and clues. For example, if you find that your romantic partner is apathetic, that they don't really seem to care about your writing, that they never ask about your writing, they never ask to read your writing, then that person probably isn't for you. Or if there's someone who has read your work and they hate it. Now, I know some people might think it's petty if a writer dumps their partner simply because they hate their work, but I honestly probably would because if someone hates your work, that doesn't mean they're a terrible person, obviously, but they obviously don't understand you because your writing is that comes from the deepest part of yourself. So if they don't understand your work, then they're obviously not going to understand you either, even if you have some other things in common. So I think it's very imperative that you have a writer who will support your work, who will be enthusiastic about your work, because otherwise, I just don't think the relationship will work long term.